Hi, it's already been a busy morning, a busy day. I didn't have time to sit in my sacred space for the morning, so I finally got to do that, and now I am ready to be here with you all. I'm gonna do it in exactly how I would if you were here with me or if we had a personal reading scheduled. The most popular choice of deck was the Dolphin and Mermaid, or Mermaid and Dolphin. Magical Mermaid and Dolphin Deck. So this is what I'm going to do first. So what I would like you to do is go ahead and close your eyes and take a few deep calming breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you have a specific question you would like to ask, you can do that. If you are open to receive whatever guidance to come through, you can do that as well. And just a fun fact that this deck is actually really good and was created with the intention in mind for dreams and goals. So just in case you're wondering, go ahead and take 3 deep breaths for me. I'm going to center and call on your guides and shuffle the cards as well. Okay, on the following screen, you'll see 3 cards. My instructions for you are to really look at the cards and feel, try to be as centered as possible, breathe, and just whatever intuitively comes for you, choose that card. Sometimes more than one card calls to us, and that's okay too. But just make sure you remember so that you can check back in on your reading later. Alright. Moving on to the readings for those who chose the Goddess deck. This is a great deck if you want to get in touch with your feminine side. If you want to be more in tune with the divine feminine of Creator, and also maybe even just to understand the different embodiments of the divine feminine, aka goddesses. Okay, so please take 3 deep breaths, and you can ask your guides, what is my message today? Or you can ask a very specific question if you have one. If not, be open to receive what is meant for you. Now remember to choose which one calls to you. You can take a deep breath and intuitively pick. You may just feel like a gentle tug towards one. Sometimes you may feel called to more than one. Usually 2, sometimes all 3. Just remember, maybe if you do feel called to all 3, in which order you feel called. If you feel strongly pulled to one, and then the next strongest would, remember that card, the placement, and then the 3rd, okay? So that's it for the Goddess deck. Alrighty, now for the Indigo deck, for those who chose this deck or who feel called to this deck. Go ahead and take 3 deep, long breaths in, relax your body, call on your angels, your guides, and if you have a specific question, you can ask that silently, or if you just want to know what the message is for today or for the week, you can ask that. Be open to receive what is meant to come through for you. So, like I have suggested for all the others, please remember the placement of your card, 1, 2, or 3. It is very possible for more than one card to call to you. In that case, just remember which one had the strongest pull. If all 3 end up calling to you, just take note of the placement of each card, the one that called to you the strongest, the second strongest, and then the last one. And make sure to come back later to find out your messages. Okie dokie, the 4th and final deck. This is the Healing with the Angels deck. If this is the deck you chose, or if you're just tuning in for the first time and this is the one that calls to you, I would like you to just center yourself and take 3 deep breaths with me. And as you do this, call on your guides and ask what messages need to come through for you. Call on your angels. You might have a specific question, which is perfectly okay. You can ask that silently to them. You can also just be open to receive the message that comes through for you. Or you can even ask, what message do you have for me today? Or what message do you have for me for this week? Okay, take 3 deep breaths. Okay, so make sure you pick a card, and as I have suggested to others, if more than one card calls to you, that's okay. You know, you have to intuitively feel out for the card. If you don't know, just when you look at the cards, take a nice deep breath and see if you perceive a feeling when you look at each card, obviously the back of it. But if more than one calls to you, just remember the placement of the card, and if all 3, the same thing. Just remember which card it was that called the strongest, the second strongest, and then the 3rd. That way you know in which sequence for your reading. Thank you all for tuning in, and I can't wait to deliver all these beautiful messages for you sometime later today. Thank you for receiving, and I thoroughly enjoy being able to gift you with something one day before Valentine's Day.